Hello, Assalamu alaikum students. This is your teacher again, Askabat, and this video is again for business studies O-level students. And in this particular video, we are going to talk about the classification of businesses. So this is the second topic of your first unit, of your first chapter, basically. And now let's see. So classification of businesses means that we basically surrounded by different businesses. You see that we have a lot of shops like around our areas, and the things we are using, basically the things we are purchasing from the shop. So the shopkeeper is basically giving you the service, because of course if you may be purchasing any biscuit or maybe any chips from any shop, so it doesn't mean that that shopkeeper made those chips and made those biscuits. Basically those biscuits and those chips are made by another company, but the shopkeeper is just serving you. He is just providing you the thing and you are purchasing from him. So it means that he is serving you. He is not making that product. He is not making those biscuits and those chips. So if you see, like, there are a lot of other businesses also which is surrounded which may be around in around us. So now we are going to see that we have different types of business in our daily lives. We have seen different types of businesses, but now we are going to see that how many classification, like how we would classify the businesses in different sectors. So as you can see that we have three sectors, the primary, secondary and the tertiary sector. So now let's discuss what is the features of primary, secondary and the tertiary sector. So now let's see. So first of all, we have the primary sector. So now let's see the proper definition of primary sector. So primary sector involves the extraction and harvesting of natural resources, and in example, if you see, like, there is agriculture and mining, fishing and forestry. So these businesses who the farmers who have different fields, and if maybe he is harvesting the different crops and selling it to the market. So it means that he is basically having his own business, but he is dealing in the primary sector because he is providing the natural resources to the other sectors, to the other businesses. So it means that its main characteristics, the primary sector's main characteristics are that they provide you the raw materials. So if you see the fishing or the mining, so we know, like, there are different cars and different electrical appliances. They're made with a lot of materials, and how those materials come to us, basically. If you see that we extract the copper from the mine, and we extract iron from the mine, and we extract other different gemstones and different materials from the mines. So it means that the companies, basically, and if you see that the oil is also extracted from the wells. So we can say that all these businesses are related to the primary sector. So because they are providing the raw material is a thing which need a process, and after process, that raw material, first of all, we have to combine different raw materials together. We have to process it through machineries or maybe through different chemical processes, and after that we have the final product. So if you see that we have different, like, if you see the pack of chips, so of course it is made by the potatoes. So how those potatoes come to you, basically, there are farmers who harvest the potatoes, and after harvesting they will providing those potatoes in the market, and from the market individuals will be buying it, like us, and there are different companies who will be buying it and process it and converting the raw potato in the proper chips with the different other ingredients. So it means that all types of raw material which is basically provided by the businesses. So those businesses who are providing us the raw material to convert it into the finished product, so that would be the primary sector. Okay. So the next slide is about the secondary sector. So now secondary sector is again so secondary sector is the next, or you can say that first of all we need raw material, and after obtaining the raw material we have to process it. So if you see that there are different flour mills, what they are doing basically, they are purchasing the wheat from the farmers and they are processing it, they are grinding it, and after grinding it they are converting those wheat seeds into a proper flour so that we can eat it by like we can make the dough of those of that flour, and we can make chapatis out of it. So it's like this. So if you see that all the sectors, all the businesses who are manufacturing something, who basically using raw material and processing it and converting it into the finished product, so all those businesses related to and classify under the secondary sector. So what is the proper definition of secondary sector? So if you see that the secondary sector pertains to manufacturing and processing activities, transforming raw materials into finished or semi-finished products, and its examples are manufacturing, constructions, industrial production. And what are the characteristics of the secondary sector? So it basically adds value to raw materials critical for economic development, more advanced in industrialized economies. So if you see like the economies, the countries in which there are more industries, so it means that in those countries secondary sector businesses are more powerful. Now the last sector is the tertiary sector. So tertiary sector simply means that they are providing you the services. So now let's see that what kind of services they will be providing us and what would be the definition of the tertiary sector. So tertiary sector involves the provision of services rather than goods, and its examples are retail, healthcare, education, finance, and transport. So if you see that retail are basically providing us the services, healthcare is also providing us the services with the basic treatment, and education is also a kind of service. There are a lot of colleges and schools out there and they are providing the education. The teachers are providing, like if I would say that my business, what is my business, what is the classification of my business, so I would say that I am dealing in the tertiary sector because I am providing the online classes to students. So it means that I am serving the students, I am not processing any product, and even though I am not extracting any raw material and not preparing any raw material to convert it into the finished product. So that's why I would say that I am related to the tertiary sector. So what are the characteristics of the tertiary sector? So its characteristics are focuses on offering services to consumers and businesses. So simply they are providing the services. Dominant in growing and developed economies. Yes, if you see the US and UK market is dominated by the tertiary and the primary tertiary and the secondary sector, because these two sectors are very important in any country. So if any countries has these two sectors, so it means that those economies are the developed economies. Why? Because if you see like services are more expensive than the primary the primary goods, and also if you see the manufacturing process, in the manufacturing factory there are a lot of machineries they are manufacturing. There are a lot of cars and vehicles they are manufacturing, and they are basically selling those cars into different other markets, into different other countries. So that's why we know that these kind of things are always expensive, and this is the main reason that why the countries which is dominated by the tertiary sector and the primary secondary sector is more dominated, or we can say that they are more developed countries in the whole globe. So this is it. So now we are going to see that what are the reasons. Okay, so now we are going to see reasons for changing the importance. So if you see that now there is the more importance of tertiary and the secondary sector. So now we are going to see that what are the reasons behind that. So first of all, the first reason is the economic development. So shift from primary to secondary and tertiary sectors are the economies develop, because if you see that whenever any country is progressing. So it means that they will be working on different innovations and different applications, different machineries, and this is the reason that with the economic development they will be investing a lot into different other activities rather than investing only on the primary activities, because primary sector is totally depends upon the climate and the weather of your country and the fertility of your land and the availability of the water. So if you see that in UK and US there is no availability of the fertile land because this is the highland area, and the second thing, they don't have the availability of the water as much as we have in our country. So that is why they are putting their all investment and their all resources only in the tertiary and the manufacturing sector. So this is the main reason that why they are developing. And the second thing is technological advancements. Yes, because if there is technological advancement, so that would be increasing the productivity, allows workforce to move to the tertiary sector. Yes, this is also the second reason that why there is a changing importance. And the third one would be the globalization, specialization based on the comparative advantage, because if you see, because of globalization the service sector has improved a lot. If still like you are still you are living in India or maybe in Qatar, but still you can have classes from the international teachers. Even you can also have the classes from the cheaper countries, because if you are living in Qatar or somewhere else, so if you just want the reduction of your fees, so you can take classes from any teacher and like from any country, keeping in mind that their country, their foreign exchange rate is depreciated. It means that the value of their currency should be lower than your current country's currency's value. So it means that if you see, like there are a lot of students from US and UK, they are paying in dollars, but of course we know that in Pakistan rupees, whenever we want to convert it, it will be like becoming a very large amount. So this is the main reason that because of the globalization the service sector has improved a lot, because there are a lot of people who can serve their services, like who can give services to the international clients. If you see, like there are a lot of other applications, freelance and Upwork. So these are the two main applications that you can see, the websites. And if you have a skill, for example, if you are a graphic designer, or if maybe you are a web developer or application developer, something like that, and even if you may be simply working on the Excel sheets, and you know that your typing speed is very good, so you can enter data properly, so you can also give these services to the international clients. So why the service sector is expanding? Just because of the globalization, because it is more easy for people to access the international clients. And after that, the income levels. Yes, so if you see that because of the income levels, people just want to have a comfortable life. If you see, like there are a lot of other things which we are using right now, it was not supposed to have for the for the old generations in previous time, in old times. So even if you have, of course if you have a very high income, if you are earning very high income, so only in that case you can have a comfortable life, you can a luxury life. And people, if you see that online shopping is very like prevailing, different online application is prevailing nowadays, and the reason is because people don't want to go to the physical market because they don't have time, and they don't want to do even bargaining with the shopkeeper. They don't have time to maybe visit the physical market, and this is the main reason that they are preferring the online shopping, because of course they don't want to waste their time. And it totally depends upon your income, because whenever the income level in your country for the people is getting higher, so it means that people want more and more services. So If you see that few years back, whenever you want to have the treatment of manicure and pedicure, or even if you want to have a haircut, so you have to visit the salon. But nowadays the salons are providing the services in your home, on your comfort zone, on your doorstep. It means that whenever you want to have any session of mani pedicure, so you can simply call them, you can book appointment, and they will be sending their girl with the full equipment to your house, and you will be chilling and relaxing in your home and having the services and living a luxury life. So we can say that because of the high income levels, there is more service sector prevailing nowadays, and it is more important. And the last one would be the urbanization. So urbanization, it means that now people are living in urban areas, and we know that in urban areas we don't have time to know maybe to you can say that we don't have time to visit the physical markets and picking something from them and bargaining with them and these kind of things. And that is the main reason that because of the urbanization, now people are more aware of the services. They want a comfortable life, and this is the main reason that they want more services from their country, from their businesses. So this is the main reason that if you see, like there are a lot of businesses who only relate to the service sector, the tertiary, not with the manufacturing and the primary. Because in primary and the secondary sector, there is a lot of effort you have to do. You have to put a lot of effort. But if you are dealing in a service sector, so it means that you don't need to put a lot of effort. You just need to purchase the goods and the things from the manufacturing sector, and you are here just to sell those things to the people. And you can also serve, like you can serve in the people, in the house of the people, even there are a lot of different applications nowadays. And through all these applications, for example, if you just want a person for only one day, because you just want to neat and clean your house, you just want to be you want to maybe do some kind of dusting in your house, and you just need that person for only 1 hour or maybe for 2 hours. Even for 1 and 2 hours, you can call them, you can use that application, you can call them, you can call any one person. Even if you want to have the person maybe just want to repair your electrical appliances, so you can use a lot of applications. So like there is a lot of service sector. We are basically captured by the service sector. You like, at last I can say only that thing. So this is it, and this is the main reason that why there is a changing importance. So now we are going to see the business enterprises and the private and the public sectors. So if you see that we classify the businesses into different sectors, but now we are going to see that there are many businesses. They can relate with the primary, secondary and tertiary sector. But now there is two types of enterprises, or two types of business enterprises. First of all, we have the private sector, and second one is the public sector. So what is the meaning of private sector? So private sector means, this is the definition of private sector is businesses owned and operated by individuals or groups aiming to make a profit. So it simply means that business owned by the individual or group. So it is talking about the sole traders, the partnership businesses, and these kind of things, and they are only aiming for profit. But if you see the public sector, so let's see its definition, that business and organization owned and operated by the government. It is totally operated by the government. Government is operating it. Government is owning it. So this is a public sector. So now let's see that what is the example. So examples are very easy: sole proprietorships, partnerships, corporations, multinational companies. And what are the characteristics of the private sector? Driven by a profit motive, competitive environment, focus on innovation and efficiency. So this is the main characteristic of the private sector. Because why they want to be efficient, why they want to be innovative? So reason is very simple: because they want profit. If they are not competing with the other businesses with the innovation and with the efficiency, so it means that they will be losing out their customers to their competitors. And this is the main reason that why private sectors are more complacent for the profit. And in the service sector, we have different government departments, public corporations, and the local authorities. So if you see that there are a lot of government hospitals around us, government colleges, from where the students can take the free education, and from the hospitals the patients can take the free treatments. Even they can admit into those hospitals, they can have surgery for free of cost, and all those treatments and all those services basically provided by the government for free of cost. So these are public sector, they are not working for the profit only. What are the characteristics? Funded by taxpayers, of course. If you see like all those hospitals and education sectors, how they are running, just because of your taxes, because you are paying taxes to the government, and government is investing those taxes just for the good of for your own good, because of course they are providing you the services, they are providing you the education, the free education and the free health services, because you are paying tax to them. And it aims essential services for public welfare, less focus on profit. Yes, they are working for the public welfare, not for making their own profit. Okay, so what is a mixed economy? So the proper definition of mixed economy is that where the private and public sectors are together. If you see like there are different types of economies, if maybe you ever learned or you ever read the economics book of Olevels, so you will get to know that there are three types of economies: state-owned economy, mixed economy and the market economy. And in this slide we are going to see what is a mixed economy. So mixed economy means it is talking about, it is specifying one country in which there are two types of sectors they are working in the country. One is a private and a secondary is a public sector. So in the mixed economy there are two types of sectors working, there are two types of businesses who are working in those countries. So the private sector are working for the profit motive. If you see that we have different colleges, we have government colleges and we have private colleges also. If you are going into government colleges, so you don't have to pay the fee and you will be having free lectures from the teachers. And if you are going to the private college, so you have to pay the fees, you have to have to pay the paper fund and other different things. But in government sector, in government school and government college, you don't need to pay any single penny. You can have a free education from the teachers, you have a free lectures from the teachers. There is no money involved in it. You don't need to pay anything to the principal and to the higher authority of that college or maybe the school. So the countries in which these two types of sectors involved and they are working, so it means that this is a mixed economy. So there are a lot of examples out there. There are modern economies who are basically following the mixed economy. UK is one of them, USA is one of them, and many European countries. And if I would say that is Pakistan is the mixed economy or not, so yes, we do have the private hospitals and the government hospitals, we do have the private colleges and the government colleges, we do have the private universities and the government universities. Okay, so the basic thing or the basic welfare, which is the right of every person, which is health and education, so these two things is basically provided by the government for free of cost. So this is a mixed economy. I hope you understand all the concepts, but still if you have any questions, you can just drop you can just drop a comment under this video. Okay, goodbye.